stop for a moment. If you have high blood pressure, or if you've ever seen your readings suddenly spike because of stress, I want you to ask yourself one very simple question. When my blood pressure rises, what is my first instinct? Most people immediately think of medication. Some think of supplements. But almost no one thinks about the one thing they have used more than 20,000 times every single day for their entire life: your breath. And here's the part that may shock you. Simply by breathing the right way, you can noticeably lower your blood pressure in less than 2 minutes. No new medication, no supplements, no side effects, and you are completely in control. If this sounds too simple to be true, you're not alone. Even many cardiac patients have never heard this from their doctors. But the truth is, your breath is a direct control switch for your nervous system. And your nervous system is what determines whether blood vessels constrict or relax, whether your heart beats fast or slow, whether your blood pressure rises or falls. In this video, I won't talk in vague theory. I will count every second and guide you through 3 specific breathing techniques so that you practice them while watching and feel the changes in your body in real time. Not hours later, not days later. Right here, while you're sitting in front of this screen. I've worked in cardiology for over 20 years, and I've personally witnessed patients are avoiding a 3rd or 4th blood pressure medication. People whose systolic blood pressure dropped 15-20 points in just minutes. Not because of a new drug, but because they learned to control their breathing properly. The irony is this: you see medication advertisements everywhere, but you never see ads teaching you how to breathe. Not because it doesn't work, but because no one makes money teaching you how to breathe correctly. Science, however, does not lie. Multiple large medical studies have shown slow, deep breathing can lower blood pressure as much as adding another medication. The only difference is, medication, you become dependent breathing. You are in control. And before this video ends, you will know when to use each technique. Know which technique works best during sudden blood pressure spikes. And most importantly, you'll have a tool that's always available, anytime, anywhere, to protect your heart. Before we begin any technique, there's one critically important thing you need to understand. Blood pressure is not just a heart problem, and it's not just a blood vessel problem. Blood pressure is a nervous system problem. More specifically, it comes from a constant tug-of-war between 2 opposing systems in your body. One side is the sympathetic nervous system, the fight-or-flight system. The other is the parasympathetic nervous system, the rest and recovery system. And here's what most people don't realize. Every single breath you take is choosing a side. When you breathe fast and shallow, what happens? In that moment, your body interprets it as, there's danger. Be alert. Get ready to react. The sympathetic system switches on. The result? Adrenaline rises, cortisol rises, blood vessels constrict, heart rate increases, and blood pressure goes up. This explains why stress, anxiety, panic. Even simply sitting in a doctor's office can cause your blood pressure to spike, even if you take your medication regularly. But when you breathe slowly and deeply, everything reverses. The moment you lengthen your exhale, especially slow, controlled exhalation, a very clear signal is sent to the brain. You're safe. There's no need to be stressed. And when the brain receives that signal, it does 3 things almost immediately. Activates the parasympathetic nervous system, also known as the rest and digest system. Signals blood vessels to relax, blood flows more easily. Pressure inside the vessels decreases, slows the heart rate. The heart doesn't need to pump as hard, blood pressure begins to fall. Not in hours, not tomorrow, within minutes. That's why many people, simply by breathing correctly, see their blood pressure drop 5, 10, or even 15 points on the spot. Sounds good, but is there science behind it? Yes, and a lot of it. A study published in the journal Hypertension showed that people who practiced slow, controlled breathing reduced their systolic blood pressure by an average of about 15 atm/Hg. Let me put that into perspective. A 15-point drop in systolic blood pressure. The effect of adding another blood pressure medication. The only difference is, medication may cause side effects, breathing none, medication dependence, breathing full control. And here's the most important part. You don't need to believe me. You'll verify it with your own body, right in this video. In just a few minutes, you'll do something very few people ever do. You will sit down, breathe with me, count each second, and feel a real physical change in your body. Not theory, not motivation, real experience. The first technique we'll start with is one widely used in medicine and psychology to calm the nervous system, relax blood vessels, rapidly lower blood pressure during stress. It's so simple that if you can count to 8, you can do it. Get into a comfortable seated position. And remember this first, the goal of this technique is not to breathe as deeply as possible. The goal is to exhale more slowly than normal. That's the key. This technique is called 4-7-8 breathing. It's widely used in medicine to calm the nervous system, reduce anxiety. It is especially effective when blood pressure rises due to stress. The reason lies in the extended exhale. When you exhale longer than you inhale, your body understands. Nothing is wrong, no need to defend. And when that signal is sent, blood vessels begin to relax. Let me tell you about James. James is 70 old. Every time he became stressed, arguments with family, traffic jams, or even mild worry, his blood pressure would spike to 165/95. His doctor followed the textbook, increased the dose, then added another medication. But the sudden spikes kept happening, because the problem wasn't the medication. The problem was the nervous system's reflex during stress. I taught James the 4-7-8 breathing technique. The first time he tried it, I rechecked his blood pressure in less than 2 minutes. The result? 140/85. Not perfect, but a 25-point drop in systolic blood pressure, just from breathing. James began using the technique 4 times a day. A few weeks later, his baseline blood pressure decreased, and he needed less medication. Now it's your turn. I want you to practice with me, not just listen. If you have a blood pressure monitor nearby, measure your blood pressure right now. Write the number down. We'll compare it afterwards. Now, sit comfortably. Keep your back straight, but relaxed. Let your shoulders drop. Place one hand on your abdomen. When you inhale, your hand should gently rise. If your chest is lifting more than your belly, adjust your breathing. Get ready. Exhale completely through your mouth as if you're emptying all the air from your lungs. Good. Now close your mouth. Cycle 1. Inhale through your nose for 4 seconds. I'll count for you. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now exhale slowly through your mouth for 8 seconds as if gently blowing through a straw. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale through your nose. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale slowly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Cycle 4. The most important cycle. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale very slowly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Pause for a moment. Don't rush to open your eyes if they're closed. Notice, your heart rate is slower. Your shoulders and neck feel softer. A mild warmth or heaviness in your hands and feet. These are signs that your blood vessels are relaxing. If you measured your blood pressure earlier, check it again right now. Many people see a drop of 5-10 points after just 4 cycles. How to use this technique correctly. This is not just an emergency technique. Use it in the morning, right after waking up, midday, when stress builds, late afternoon, and before going to bed. 4 times a day, 2 minutes each time. You are retraining your nervous system, like exercising your brain and blood vessels. And this is only the first technique. In the next part, I'll guide you through an even simpler method, no breath holding required. But it is incredibly powerful for stabilizing your baseline blood pressure long term. Technique 2. Resonance breathing. How to keep blood pressure low, quietly and sustainably. If the 478 technique you just practiced is like an emergency off switch when stress hits, then the next technique I'm about to teach you is the long-term foundation for stable blood pressure. It doesn't feel as powerful as the previous technique. It doesn't create a sudden, dramatic change. But if you practice it consistently, this is the technique that can lower your baseline blood pressure over time and train your nervous system to stop overreacting to small stresses. This technique is called resonance breathing. What is resonance breathing and why is it special? Resonance breathing has a very simple rhythm. 5 seconds inhale, 5 seconds exhale, no breath holding, no forcing. That equals 6 breaths per minute. It sounds extremely slow, but this is actually the optimal speed at which the human cardiovascular system functions most efficiently. When you breathe at this rhythm, an important physiological phenomenon occurs. Your heart rate begins to synchronize with your breathing. This is known as cardiovascular resonance. When this happens, heart rhythm stabilizes, heart rate variability increases, better HRV, stress hormones decrease, blood vessels soften and relax, blood pressure automatically drops. No forcing, no effort. Margaret's story, the woman who was afraid of blood pressure readings. Margaret is 70 years old. At home, her blood pressure was completely normal. But every time she went to the clinic, the numbers jumped to 170/100. Her doctor suspected she needed more medication or her blood pressure was getting worse. But I knew this was white coat syndrome, a purely nervous system reaction. I taught Margaret resonance breathing and asked her to do one thing. Practice it for 5 minutes before walking into the exam room. At the next measurement, 135/82, no medication changes, no added drugs, just a change in how she breathed. Now, let's practice together. Sit comfortably, back straight, shoulders relaxed. Place your hands on your abdomen or thighs. This time, no mouth breathing. Breathe in and out through your nose, gentle and natural. Don't try to inhale deeply, just breathe slower than normal. Begin. Inhale through your nose. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale through your nose. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Continue. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you start to feel slightly sleepy, that's a very good sign. It means your nervous system is leaving alert mode. Notice how your body feels. After a few breaths, you may notice a softer chest, a steadier heartbeat, less mental tension, a spreading sense of calm. This is not imagination. This is physiology. How to use this technique most effectively. Think of this as a conditioning exercise for your cardiovascular system. Ideal duration: 5-10 minutes. Twice a day, morning and evening. You can sit in a chair, lie in bed practice while watching TV or before sleep. No one around you knows what you're doing, but your nervous system knows exactly what's happening. Why is this technique so important? Because it retrains your neural reflexes. Instead of mild stress, blood pressure spikes, your body learns to stay calm longer. Avoid triggering alarms too early. Reduce unnecessary strain on the heart. Your baseline blood pressure gradually drops over weeks. And here is the key point. If you only use Technique 1 during stressful moments, but don't practice Technique 2 daily, your nervous system will still overreact. Technique 2 is what keeps the foundation stable. And now, I want to talk about Technique No. 3, alternate nostril breathing, the lifebuoy, when blood pressure spikes suddenly. Now I want you to imagine a very familiar situation. Late at night, the house is quiet. Your heart suddenly starts beating faster than usual. You lie there thinking, something isn't right. You check your blood pressure. The number is much higher than it was during the day. The more you stare at that number, the more anxious you become. And the more anxious you become, the higher your blood pressure climbs. This is a dangerous spiral that many older adults fall into. And this is exactly when Technique 3 becomes critically important. Why do I call this a rescue technique? Because it is the fastest acting, the most powerful, and especially effective when blood pressure spikes suddenly, panic sets in, the heart is racing, you can't sleep because of anxiety. This technique is called alternate nostril breathing. It has been used for thousands of years in traditional yoga, but modern science now clearly understands why it works. Robert's story. nights that almost ended in the ER. Robert is 68 years old. During the day, his blood pressure was only mildly elevated, but at night it could surge to 180/115. Each time this happened, he panicked, his heart raced, and he waited, fearing he'd have to call emergency services. I taught Robert alternate nostril breathing. The first time he used it during a nighttime blood pressure spike, we rechecked his blood pressure after just 3 minutes. 150/90. Not perfect, but out of the danger zone. And more importantly, he regained control. How it works, why this technique is so powerful. When you breathe alternately through each nostril, the brain is forced to slow down. Breathing naturally becomes deeper. The sympathetic nervous system is effectively disconnected. Stress hormones drop very quickly. Put simply, you are forcing the nervous system back into balance. Studies show this technique can reduce blood pressure by 10-15 points within 5 minutes, especially in emergencies. Now let's practice together. Sit up straight, relax your neck and shoulders, soften your face. Raise your right hand to your face. Thumb closes the right nostril. Ring finger closes the left nostril. Index and middle fingers rest lightly on the forehead or fold inward. Breathing cycle. Step 1. Use your thumb to close the right nostril. Inhale through the left nostril for 4 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4. Step 2. Close the left nostril with your ring finger. Open the right nostril. Exhale through the right nostril for 4 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4. Step 3. Inhale through the right nostril for 4 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4. Step 4. Close the right nostril. Open the left nostril. Exhale through the left nostril for 4 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4. That is one complete cycle. Repeat 3 more cycles. If you go slower, that's even better. No need to be perfect, just be steady. After a few cycles, notice. Your heart rate begins to stabilize. A warm or tingling sensation in your face or hands. Your mind feels less panicked. These are signs that your blood pressure is coming down. When should you use this technique? Remember this clearly. Technique the 3 is not for casual practice. Use it when blood pressure spikes suddenly, panic appears, the heart races abnormally. You can't sleep at night because you're worried about your blood pressure. 5-10 minutes can completely change the situation. Now you've learned all 3 breathing techniques. But here's the key point I want to emphasize. Not every technique is used the same way. And you don't need to use all 3 at once. Think of them as 3 different tools, each with a specific role in blood pressure control. Technique 1, 4-7-8 breathing, trains the nervous system. Use daily. Use when stressed, irritated, before sleep. Goal: teach the nervous system not to overreact. Reduce stress-related blood pressure spikes. 4 times a day, 2 minutes each. Technique 2, resonance breathing, stabilizes baseline blood pressure. Use consistently, long-term. Use when, early morning, evening. Goal: keep blood pressure stable throughout the day. Lower average readings week by week, month by month. 5-10 minutes, twice daily. Technique 3, alternate nostril breathing. Emergency intervention. Use when blood pressure spikes suddenly, panic sets in, heart rate is racing, nighttime anxiety prevents sleep. Goal: pull the body out of the danger zone. Calm the nervous system as quickly as possible. Susan's story, avoiding a 3rd medication. Susan is 65 years old. Her average blood pressure was 155/92 and she was taking 2 medications. Her doctor told her, "We may need to add a 3rd drug." Susan didn't oppose medication, but she asked, "Can I give myself 3 months to try another approach first?" Susan began 4-7-8 breathing, 4 times a day. Resonance breathing, 10 minutes every evening. Alternate nostril breathing whenever stress appears. After 3 months, we reviewed her readings. 132/78, a 23-point drop in systolic blood pressure. No medication changes, no additional drugs. Her doctor agreed that a 3rd medication was not needed. And to this day, more than 2 years later, Susan's blood pressure remains well controlled.